Welcome back. We are live again. Shop 8:30 Fiji and New Zealand time. I am Nastika Kumar, your host for tonight. I am tuning from Global Pacifica Hub. Together with me, I have my other business partner, Miss Devina, tuning in from New Zealand. I think one of our other business partner is joining in late, or maybe she is not able to come in. Today, we are talking about tiny step towards your goals. I would now like to invite Miss Devina to please come forward and have a discussion on today's topic.
Thank you, Nastika. Bula, Namaste, Kemcho, Jai Shri Krishna. Hi, everyone. My name is Devina Patel, and I am the face behind my Facebook, YouTube, my Instagram, and LinkedIn profile, Devina Ben Patel. I am a finance professional who works in the supply chain sector here in Auckland, New Zealand, and I am currently also a proud online business owner. As Nastika mentioned, we do have three business partners in this live session daily that we do regarding our daily online side hustle series. We come out here to tell our viewers the common challenges we see, and we also are proud business owners. And we know that people do relate to some of the challenges, and we see that in today's common reality is that everybody's issues are somewhat the same. So, as today's topic we have is tiny steps towards our goals. Well, my personal take on this, and even Nasika will add some content on this as well, is that in terms of goals, what are your goals? Mostly, what I see is for an individual while you're growing up is that you have a vision for yourself, you have a dream for yourself. In terms of you plan a strategy, you visualize that you want to get a, for example, you want to have a good education. What are you doing towards for a good education? If you're doing from 7, for example, what is your next step to go towards tertiary education? And this is where most of what we have seen is that our families really have challenges. So for me personally, in terms of when I was in Form 7, I had a vision that I want to educate myself to a first level of a degree. But what was my steps? My challenges was very hard. I had to reach out to so many people. There were quite a lot of rejections that I received. But what I did was this: if one door closes for me, another door does open. And what do? I tend to knock on it till the time someone opens a door. And now I am a person who has qualified education in the area of finance due to all the small steps I had taken in terms of knocking on doors, requesting assistance from people. And I value those people in my life. And if there's anything in their difficult moments in terms of medical that they're facing, I do make my way out in terms of going and see them because I value them. And what else in terms of these? What I've seen in terms of in terms of others, what I've seen in them, you have to have a vision board. Where do you see yourself? And this is a question as a finance person I ask most of my people when I meet them for the first time. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Because as a finance person, you do not want to stay in one particular company. You want to stay in a position and also grow in terms of achieving. If you're starting at a junior level, you want to see yourself in middle management or senior level ranking of going up. But does that happen? Does that company or that environment where you are give you that privilege? Sometimes it may, sometimes it may not. But what does it mean? That you need to now come up with strategies by talking to the right people who can guide you. And basically, what me, Nastika, and Rashika are doing, we are coming on this every day because we are here because we have a system and a tool that is self-based training that can help you in terms of establishing your own online business. And but what are we trying to do? We're giving you the tools, we're giving you free information in terms of how you can go about in running your own online business and having a successful life. Because sometimes we forget how does a successful life looks in our working environment, because we are like running on a rat race. I personally feel my weekend went so fast that I'm just looking after my elders, running after and going to the hospital. So it becomes very tiring that I myself, it's like I'm chasing something but I'm not getting there. So, what am I willing to sacrifice for it? I am working hard most of the time on my passive side hustle just so that I one day have a golden years in terms of my success. So I know that these are some of the common challenges that some of our viewers may relate to very well, because when I go to the hospital, I talk to the nurses and also the patients and their families, and you can relate that we all have common stories. But what are we doing about it? Basically, we're doing nothing about it, and we are whinging about it that life is such and life is going in such a direction. But what we need to do is we need to take control. We need to be on the driving seat, and we need to take baby steps. Okay, if I have taken this action of like going on this online business, what is the first step? Our first step is to register. How do we register? It is by following Nasika, Rashika, myself. In terms of on our website, we have a registered website. You follow, I mean, you register your full name and your email address. And then what do? You watch the 90-minute webinar, because the 90-minute webinar gives you what this online business is about. So if you have done this, in terms of the 90-minute webinar, and you still don't understand, reach out to the person's website that you have registered. Can you schedule a call? Because over here is, as a person, you're a newbie and you wanting information. This is where you need to come out and ask questions, because asking questions, that is when you get to know your answers. Yeah, that you're like, okay, this is how things work, because we are professionals in this area, that we are doing a lot of video based training, that we are helping a lot of people around the world to make their life better. So that is why what the next step in terms of watching the webinar, what happens is that you note down your questions, you ask your mentee, then what do? You pay the 149 US dollars, you go and you get an email from your our system. What happens is when you get the email from our system, you'll be allocated a mentor, you'll be allocated a coach. What else will you get? You'll get links to our pre-coaching videos. That is where you will see what this whole online business is about, and these are still, the 149 is still refundable to you. And these are the small steps you are taking in terms and then once you have done your pre-coaching video, schedule your strategy call with your coach and your mentor, so that once you have confirmed, okay, you want to join this business, you sign up and you become, and you sign your contract, and you just become an online business owner like myself, Nasika and Rashika. And you will then see a community where you will expand in terms of, you'll see how positive, how many people you'll see, because in this business, Nasika will know, and I know that we have nearly 210,000 business owners. We have vision something. The founders of this business has saw something, and they are now giving back to the community and trying to help people become successful. In nowadays, what we need to do, we don't need to have a formal education. What we need to do is we need to learn tools, and we need to educate ourselves in such a way that we need to make a, like, we are living a life as if we are running after something, but now we need to take control of a lot of things, because we will not be the same age that we were, because in terms of our time is going to run out. And when time catches up on you, you get nervous, you get anxious, and you get scared. Then you seek assistance from others, but it's like you're very anxious and things don't work out in your favor. So that is when I have seen, in terms of my personal experience of my success stories, is that I have taken tiny steps. They may be good, they may be bad. I had good experiences, I had bad experiences. Every journey of mine has taught me something in terms of this in my life. But what am I doing now? I told some of my friends that I have seen challenges, but in my challenge I saw opportunities. What did I do in terms of my opportunities? I have come out in the global platform and I use my own examples to validate that there are better things outside that you need to explore and see. Because I worked in the corporate environment for so many years. Some were good experience, some were bad experience. But I told myself, why will I burn out so much in an 8 hour job when I know I can invest that 8 hours in this business and also make a good living and retire early. So these are my takeaways, Nasika, on this topic that we have. Over to you.
Thank you so much for explaining it so detailed. Tiny step towards your goal. Different people, different age group of people have different goals in life. That's all from us tonight. Do you have anything to say, Devina?
Yes, Nasika, this is to our viewers. Like, if you have any questions, do come out and reach out to me, Nasika and Rashika. We do come live every day, 8:30 New Zealand, Fiji time. And we are here to help you and help you understand what is this business about. And I do have a message to our viewers who's going to watch the live and who's going to watch the video replay, is that in terms of today's, take tiny steps towards your goal. Progress is progress, by a famous John C. Maxwell. Because what we have seen is that, in terms of, mostly people tend to create fear in themselves, and they do not tend to, you know um do not come forward and practice what they have already done. So that is it from my side, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now and good night.
Good night.